Well, hello, happy Black History Month. In this video, I want to go through my favorite Black-owned beauty brands. They're going to hit pretty much every facet of the beauty game, and these are brands that I have used, that I enjoy, that I have used my own coins to purchase. And if something's been sent to me, you'll definitely know. But for each brand that I'm talking about today, these are brands that I saw, and I felt like that sounds like something I would be interested in and had to try, and I really, really love. There are about 2 to 3 brands, I believe, for each category, and these are things, again, that I really adore. I hope that you will find that maybe 1 or 2, or if not all, brands are things that you would be interested in. I will say majority of them are in that mid to flirting with high-end price points. It just is what it is. But one thing that I will say, for all of the brands, they bring the quality. They're not having it. Like, they're putting their full selves into their items, and that for me is important because I'm willing to spend for beauty, because it is self-care. And we all know, especially Black women, self-care is something that is revolutionary. And I really feel with self-care, a lot of us have been trained and conditioned to not care for ourselves, to be this sacrificial lamb or this mule for everyone else's growth and everybody else's well-being. And I want you to pour into yourself, because when you pour into yourself and you truly go full body into your self-care, you are then activating your own power. You have the ability to regenerate yourself. Women, we just have that transformational power. And when we care for ourselves, when we really pour into what I want, what makes me happy, it just does some things, and it doesn't stop at you. It just bounces off of everything that you touch, which just brings more life. But you have to ensure that your self-care is at top tier to do that. When I started purchasing more mid to high-end brands, it was a mental challenge for me, because I've been used to making do with whatever I'm able to get my hands on. It started with makeup, and I started inching my way into more mid to high brands. And I just love the fact that when I go to put on my makeup, I know it's going to last. It's going to give me a pleasurable, enjoyable experience, and therefore I'm happy. And when I'm happy, everything goes. Like this face today, everything is just done, and everything was with really good products. So the products I'm showing, there'll be things that if you try it, you will definitely notice the difference in quality. So if you want to know more, okay, so the order I'm going to go in is going to hit skincare first, then we're going to hit nails, then we'll go into the body, and then last we'll wrap it up with some perfumes. So first brand, there's 2 brands in the skincare category. First brand out the gate is going to be the Clear brand. When I found this particular brand, I saved them in my favorites, and because the prices were a little bit up there for me at the moment. But as soon as my birthday came, back in November, I actually started celebrating a little early, so October. And I'm so glad that I invested in this particular brand. It is an esthetician created brand. Leslie at Clear has been developing this brand for the last 10 years, and it definitely shows her heart, her focus, her passion for excellence in the epic area of skin. I feel that she doesn't just create products. There is this community of self-care, a community of healing. Everything is just kind of this relaxed, soothing, very intentional, very focused in each and every product. They're not a ton of products, which to me is great. That means the money that she uses is really honed in on each and every product to make it dynamic, to make it to where you're not needing to spend a lot of money on 11 products to just, you know, where a couple of, like, say 3 products could get the job done effectively and exquisitely. The products that I have tried, and I have a little wish list of items that I do want to get my hands on. First one out the gate is going to be a serum. It is called Immersion. It is a hydrating serum. I don't even know any other hyaluronic acid after I started using it. It is just amazing. There's a lot of things in it. From the other brand that I also am going to cover in this skincare area, I've done a blog post on christiansimone.com that goes through a full-on detailed review of every item. So I'm not going to get into too granular, but everything out of those products, like the Immersion Serum, is top tier, like top 2, and we're definitely not number 2. Like, we are that. Like, it's just beautiful. And layering with their cleanser, and then they have another serum. It just all works well. I can notice when I use solely a clear skincare day, my skin just looks so supple, so hydrated throughout the day. So clear, awesome, phenomenal. Next in the skincare arena is Epilogic. This one here is a plastic surgeon created skincare line, but her focus is really, with her plastic surgery kind of philosophy, is the very small tweaks. Small tweaks really make a big, good difference. Anything when it comes to luxury, what makes it luxury is the details. The details, the details, the details. That's what makes and breaks. That's what makes that drugstore product versus a really great high-end product stand out. With anything, your purses, your shoes, like, it's those minor details. It's using those minor details and making it higher quality, and there you get those results. Out of their products, I have their toner and both of their cleansers. All of them phenomenal. I will say with their one cleanser, it's a exfoliating cleanser, and I have to say I'm very impressed with it because my skin is hydrated afterwards. It doesn't feel stripped, but it definitely leaves her mark of exfoliation. It's very gentle, yet very like a ninja, like real precisely focused. Again, that detail, that very focused in, and each ingredient was very intentional, making it a beautiful combination. For both of these, I love the packaging. They're both very different, but both come with this classiness. All of them are made with, their containers are glass. It's just, there's a nice heavy weight to it. So you're getting that aesthetic, but aesthetic with actual effectiveness. That is something with all the skincare that I've used for a while. I get sent quite a few bits of skincare. I've tried a lot of over the years. A lot of brands, they are just aesthetics. It's cute. It looks cute on your bathroom counter. That's about it. It looks cute in the shelfies. And they're just taking up space. Like, there really isn't a whole bunch. And I know some people will say, oh my God, this product is amazing. It saved me. I think it's more psychological than it is actual effectiveness. There are some brands I was super like excited about to purchase, and then after using them, and they weren't cheap, which I'm okay with that. They just did not bring it the way that I was expecting it, especially with the price tag that they carry. Maybe in another video I'll go over it in those, but both of my skincare brands, top tier. At some point I'm probably going to purchase each full-on line, and that will be my skincare because it's just phenomenal. Alright, and one mention, an honorable mention, because I have a video on this particular brand as well. We all know the champ of skincare is Black Girl Sunscreen. bar none, period. It's what it is. I have a video on sharing about them. I compared them to another very popular sunscreen, and it's just what it is. One thing I will note is that they have launched a matte version of their sunscreen. I love with Black Girl sunscreen that I get this dewy, glossy look, but sometimes if I were someone who's more on the oilier side, I could see that being extra. And if you're trying to go for a more matte look but still get your sunscreen needs met, which is every day, unless you're a basement dweller, you should be wearing sunscreen. And I want to try, but my skin is more oily combo, and therefore I may or may not, but it's definitely worth a shot. And again, Black Girl sunscreen, they're A1. All right, now moving into nail polish. So one of these brands I've mentioned on my channel before, and the other one I haven't as of yet. Top tier, out the gate, triple O nail polish, Black woman owned brand. I can't say enough about how phenomenal they are. What stands out to me for this brand is that it's almost like an artistry brand, because they actually hand make their nail polishes. Hand pour. You can go over to their Instagram page and you see many videos in which she's showing how she's actually creating the nail polish by hand and pouring it. And it's very special to me. It's my very first Black owned nail polish, and nail polish is something I adore. It was always something that I could get my hands on. Even when I was extremely poor growing up, I could always go to like a Korean beauty supply store and pull some nail polishes. There was no size to it. I could be what I wanted to be and do the looks that I wanted without fear. So having the homage of every nail polish that they create being African royalty as their name, and the quality is just out of this world. Like, I have put on a color and on my toes when I first bought it. I love the color so much, and I kept putting it off, and it was like a whole month before I actually took off the polish, and it still looked like I had just put it on. Like, that is phenomenal. And I also like the fact that the colors, like they have a full range of yellows, and each yellow, it has its subtle differences, but they look so amazing on the skin of those who are pigmented, who are melanated, who are darker, richer, more decadent in skin tone. And so I love it, love it, love it, love it. Next brand is the Jessie Monroe nail polish brand, another Black woman owned brand based out of New York. And Triple O is based out of Texas, Houston, Texas. That's the only part of Texas that I own and claim. That's just how it works. But Jessie Monroe, I love hers. They're different in the sense that it's giving me this like catchy, poppy type of flow. The nail polishes, the names are like Bicella, Barbie Pink, Poison Ivy. Like, they're spicy. And I love the colors. I love the bottles. Like, and they last a very, very long time. I love them. I just want to see them both blow up and be household names because they are that girl. All right, now moving into Bodycare. So, two brands here. Both of these I picked up around my birthday. Like, I was doing the most around my birthday, and I'm glad I did, because shortly after I got my notification for layoff. So I'm glad that I was able to just enjoy and have fun. And I'm glad, because while I'm at home, I'm getting to enjoy all the fun. So first one out the gate is going to be Skin Muse. You probably have seen some of their really beautiful ads on social media. They are a more body butter and body oil brand. I know that they just launched a candle as well. I have a few of their body butters and their body oil. Their body oil is thick. I was not expecting her to be that thick, but she is very thick, very luscious to the skin. Gives me this like powdery musk scent. And I like to layer it over their Madagascar Vanilla body butter. I also have their citrus body butter. Their body butters are very thick. I like with both the Bodycare brands, they source ethically, and therefore they're helping to provide a means of jobs for the places that they're actually receiving their product from. Like those vendors are getting paid properly, which is helping the community. So it's not just here, it's expansion. That's, you know, major keys for my Black women. That's just what we do. We expand everything that we touch. So I love that for both of those brands. But their body butters are very, very thick. I have to warm them up to get them to be spreadable, but I like that. It's just very relaxing, very soothing. And when I wake up in the morning, my skin is supple, it's soft, it feels delicious. Next one is Illyra Apothecary. So I was being spicy on Instagram a few weeks ago. They were showing off their collaboration with another brand. They're not Black woman owned or Black owned at all, but it's more of that natural flow, so it meshes well with their brand. And I was just like, oh, so is that being sent to my house? And they were like, you know what? Bet. Send me your address and here we go. I purchased items from them back in November as well. What piqued my interest is that I actually had a mentee asking back in September about finding a Black woman-owned or Black-owned body wash. I'll be very honest, there are not many. There are, now I've seen maybe 2 other brands, but they were, for me, the only ones that I saw an actual body wash. Not a bar, because that's what I see a lot is a bar soap. I'm not a real bar soap fan at all, except for travel, but that's cut. So I'm not a real big fan of that. But for a body wash, they were the only ones, and they were focused on hydration. So when I saw that, I bookmarked them and was like, we're buying. So I bought their Awakening body wash and the accompanying body butter, and I was so ecstatic once I got it home. It's just beautiful. The body wash is not your, I don't know, dish soap sudsy sort of body wash. Like, it's not going to produce a bunch of suds, but your skin is clean. It's definitely going to cleanse you, and your skin is going to be left very hydrated and ready for the accompanying body butter to help seal in that moisture. And that's critical, especially here in the Midwest where it's been negative temperatures. My Texans having this right now with these, I'm not built for that. I'm from Texas. Texas is not built for negative degree weather, nor am I, but I have a year now of experience being in this Midwest tundra. But my skin felt so good. They smell amazing. And so Christmas, I went ahead and bought their Bloom scent, and it's delightful. And once I got the goodies that they sent me, which they sent 2 of their discovery packs, which major key, if you can find brands that do those discovery or samplers, it will make a world of difference, because you get to try the whole line for the most part and not have to spend your whole check, but you get to try everything. This helps you to know when you do get ready to purchase exactly what you wanted, because sometimes what we think is going to be like, oh, this is going to be it, we find it like, oh, it's good, but it's not as great as this other product. And it also helps to make sure that you're not allergic to anything, especially with everything with the mailing stuff back and forth. It just saves you a lot of time and headache. But I got with their sampler packs, I got to try all their body butters and all their body washes. I'd already done 2. They had 2 more, which is Nostalgia, which I am in love with. It is just amazing. It just smells of relaxation and opulence and just good. And it's a natural smell. It has the patchouli, lavender, a few other things, but it's It's wonderful. And then they have Mellow, which is basically just the natural smell of the products. No a scent extra added. And they have basically every scent has the accompanied body butter. They also have a rose water toner, a clarifying mask, a beard oil, which I don't have a beard and I don't have anybody around me who has a beard. So what I've used the beard oil for is for cuticles. I've been using it to moisturize my hands and nails, and it smells really great. So it's been working, and it's not it doesn't leave my hands oily. So I think that would work great if you were someone with a beard, which I don't have one, but I guess it would be well for them as well. But I love all of their products. They're a beautiful brand. I really just love the mission and the focus that the founder has done, and has just done a wonderful job. All right, now into Perfume. This one is really special because I did not believe that there were Black perfumers and Black fragrance designers. There is a love named Sterling over at the Sterling Study. She does all things fragrance of study and how to best select scents for you. And I was on one of her Clubhouse chats, and these two brands came up, and I went ahead, found them, Googled, and bookmarked them, and was like, you know what, I deserve a treat. And went ahead and bought sampler packs for both. The first one is going to be the Nick Ricardo collection. This is probably the only male that I have within my listings of beauty brands, but this is a Black queer brand, so I love that inclusivity. He did his thing with each and every one. They're definitely gender fluid, gender neutral, but each one gives me so much. I like every one. I knew that I was going to like their scent Desire, but then they have Onyx, they have Turbulent, and they have Mention, and I'm going to be purchasing every last one of them. They're, to me, a mid-price range perfume that will last you a long time. I spritz some of the sampler on at night after a shower. I wake up smelling it. I can still smell myself throughout the day. They're wonderful. I love it. And the shipping was just ridiculously fast. Like, I ordered it within like 30 minutes. It was already packed up, and they were sending it out the door to be put in a post office's hands same day. Like, they really did their thing, and I really, really love this brand. The last brand I was able to find them is her name is Maya Naji. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but she is a Black woman, French woman, perfume designer or perfumer, and it's amazing. Like, but they're all based in France. There's only one place I was able to find that actually carries them here in the States, and it is the store called Muse in Harlem, and they have a lot of different interesting fragrance brands there as well, but I was able to find them there, and they had a sampler, had to get it. These are just so beautifully well done. I'm not someone who can say, oh, you'll have a hint of this, and here's the mid-tone notes. I either know if I like it or I don't. That's just how I am. I wish I was able to get into the intricacies of it, but I know if I like it or I don't. Every last one was a hit. I knew I was going to want their scent Tropica, but then I have smelled every other one. They have a Nordic Cedar, which to me is a very masculine scent, but it smells divine. They have Vanilla. They have Le Fleurs, which is this beautiful floral scent. Everything just smells very, very exquisite. I'm going to need a Glycos Guardian to purchase all of their items because they're a little bit more, but it's beautiful. It's divine. Those are my Black-owned beauty brands that I'm in love with. I hope that something sparks your interest and that you're intrigued. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. If you have some other brands that you are in love with that are Black-owned, drop those in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you know when I am giving you some good information. And until next time, make sure you're keeping it cute.